Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. I hope you all are having a wonderful start to your new year and are super excited about the opportunities that are to come in 2019 because I know that I am very excited about them myself. Today, I'm going to take you into my power sheets and discuss how I'm using them in conjunction with my planner. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. And if you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that you're joining us again. So if you're not familiar with power sheets, I will give you a brief overview on them. They are a goal setting planner. It is not your day planner. It is in conjunction with your day planner. And basically what it does is it takes you through a lot of prep work and it uncovers what's really important to you. So you might think something's important to you. And after you go through the prep work, you might really decide, like, actually that really doesn't align with what is important to me, but this other thing really does. So it really takes you in depth with what is your goals? Why are they your goals? What do you love? And one thing I discovered when I was doing my prep work is one of the things that I love the most and really what my biggest passion and goal is serving others and empowering and impacting their lives in a positive way. And what I learned by that was that that is my master goal, and there's certain facets from it that I can do that. YouTube being one of them. But so I wanted to take you just really quickly. So if you're not familiar, like I said, there's like 34 pages of like a ton of prep work and stuff before you get to the end results of, like actually setting your goals and what they are. And then I started my goal setting right here, but I wanted to take you through and show you how I'm going to use this. So as you open your power sheets, and by the way, these will all be linked in the description so you can check them out if you're interested in them. They're an incredible value for what they are. I feel like they're the best coaching system you could have for what they cost, and they're incredible. Like, that's all I have to say is they're incredible. I've been so impressed with them my first year using them, and I'll continue every single year. But this cover's sold out, I think, but there are three other cover colors to choose from. Say that 10 times fast. And but the inside, the content's the same. So there's little tiny stickers, that one little page of them. They do sell other stickers, but of course I have more stickers than I could ever use, so I did not buy them, and I just used the ones I have. But they do have a few stickers. You're going to want to save these stickers for the goal setting section. But on this section, you tag it with a color from the first page of stickers, and then you would write out your goal here. So I did that with the previous page, and up here, oops, you can't even see it. Up here, the blue, like that's my real estate goal section. And so I'm going to show you basically, well, let's go back in here for a second, what I'm going to use that in Canvas. So they have month tabs, and January, I have not filled this out yet. I still have to work on this. They have this tending list, which is actually the list in which you're going to make your goal progress. So you're going to write down what it is that you need to do for your monthly, weekly, and daily action items. And then from that, you're going to make progress on each item. So for me, when you go back and you have to write down little steps for your goals that you would take, this is where I will fill this out. Well, this is nicely perforated. So I'm going to pull this page out. I'm going to pull this out, and I'm actually going to put it into my planner. But I wanted to give you an idea of how that's going to work. So once you fill that page out, it is going to tell you how, to make progress in your day and what exactly your day is going to look like from day to day. And of course, it's not going to lay every detail out for you, but it's going to lay out the big details. So this was my first hourly week. This week is a kind of a funky week because I'm not doing too strict of a schedule. Although I think I have decided that I'm going to switch my hourly over to the socialite portion of it and keep this as my overview of the week. But I wanted to give you an example for this week of how exactly I would do that. So I've set my goals, I've tagged them different colors, We're going to go with the tealish blue. I'm going to use this as my example book, but there is stickers like this in multiple different sticker books. So if you don't have this sticker book, there's tons of them that have this. But I'm going to go to the back and I'm going to go to these little stickers right here. And as I write down a task, so for example, Thursday, I'm going to mail letters. And I probably will detail that out in a little bit more in a better fashion. But I'm going to mark it next to right there. And then what I'm going to know is that this task is goal set for that specific purpose. So this is my real estate color and for that goal, and I'm going to use it for that. Did I just knock off a bunch? What is this? Yep, knocked off a bunch of sticker. I'm going to use that section for this goal setting purpose only. So then each time that I put an item down, depending on what goal that correlates to, I'm going to color code it for that goal. So this is a little bit different than, this is color coding in its finest. It's a little bit different than traditional color coding because traditional coding is going to have you color code at activity time. So productivity, downtime. This is actually color coding each individual goal action item. So each time you do an action item, you're going to color code it to that goal, and then it's going to give you your guide for what exactly you're supposed to be doing. So what I would encourage you is if you're using Power Sheets, or if you're not using them yet, but you decided that you're going to go ahead and get some. And by the way, you're not late. Like, there's no late in this, but it's pretty incredible what you actually learn about yourself when you, I'm like, it's incredible. It's incredible. They take you through like where you want to be when you're 80 and what you're afraid of and what your fears are. Let's go back over here. It's January, I guess it is. And the months are actually pretty short. It's the prep work in between that really makes them a little bit longer. But this would be after you finish out. So just to take you through, this is just the 1 month. Like on my calendar, important to-dos, excited for, brainstorm, what's stressing me out, fears I have, I'm hopeful for. This is every single month. So they're taking you through and they're just revamping you to get that off your mind and to get you focused on what you're wanting to do. But as you work out your monthly action items, as I'm writing this out, because this isn't separate for individual goals, this is for all my goals combined, I'm going to take these little tabs and I'm going to mark the colors of what it is. So I'm just going to put down to start another blue one because that is the color that I easily most remember. And my first item, action item on there for monthly is going to be like choose 5 people to contact. That is going to be part of my list, and then I'm going to know the color is going to be based on the goal item itself. So I have my goals, and the thing about it is they want you to have, so sad that sticker sheet broke. They want you to have these laid out and in front of you all the time. So that's why I'm going to remove this tending list. But I'm also going to go back to my goals where they're written down. And I'm going to, and this is also where you do your big picture goals. They have 10 pages of those, and I didn't use all 10 yet. So, but yeah, I'm going to take some of these goal tabs right here, and I'm actually going to rewrite them again and punch them into the goal portion of my planner so I can be really, really familiarized with what each goal is and with the color code that I'm using. So every day that I'm going in and I'm actually setting and using these goals, I am color coding them to the appropriate goal that I'm working towards. Now, if you are not a Power Sheets user and you don't, you're like, man, I just really don't think I can invest in anything else at this moment in time. And by the way, like, I can't recommend these enough. I've loved everything Happy Planner. Happy Planner aside, if you're using a different kind of planner, these are by far, it's just incredible. It's just incredible the amount of stuff that goes in, details that goes into this. So I really, 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 really encourage them. But if you do not want them, and maybe you have the Be Happy box, maybe you have something different, and you have, where'd they go? Let me find them. Pages similar to this. This is basically the same idea. So they probably like in conjunction, like they're probably these progress goals. In fact, I might actually just leave that perforated tab and use these for them in there because I just realized how similar they are. But it doesn't uncover, these don't uncover the same, and it's kind of glary with this. I'm going to pull it out. Okay. So these are a little bit glary, but they're not too bad. These will give you the same action step plans. This isn't going to uncover what your goals are, but the same idea would apply. If you're gonna have a goal here and you write it down, that's the first step. Like getting it on out of your head on paper is the first step. But I'm a big fan of color coding it because then you know each day that you're making progress towards that task. So as you write it off or check it off or cross it off or whatever you do, highlight it over it and then cross it off when you're done, whatever you do, this is actually going to help you to know that you made progress on it. So whether you use these weekly or you use these monthly, these are like super beneficial to have in your planner. Now, I'm probably going to start doing the Stephanie Fleming way of things. And if, of course, most of you probably know who she is, but if you don't, she's one of the founders of the company, at the Happy Planner Company. And she has said in her Instagram stories before that she actually highlights the item she's working on and then crosses it off when she's done. So she writes it down, highlights it when she's actively working on it, crosses it off when she's done. So as she looks down at her planner and she sees the item that's highlighted that's not crossed off, she knows that that's the item she was working on. And that's for those squirrel moments that you get distracted on and are like, what was I just doing? You can easily go back and check. So I think I'm going to try to start implementing something similar to that in my planner for 2019. But what's most important, and as I'm still finishing writing my goals out and really defining them, is knowing what I'm going to be doing. So, like your planner, especially if you're self employed or you're independent contractor, these goals that you have that you really want to do, you have to kind of know what you're doing in order to really fulfill that goal. And I have found that sometimes I have these big goals, but I don't have any plans and action to really set them of what I'm doing. So when you attach the goals to the why, then you actually have your plan in place. Um, I think that goals in general are really important, but setting them is just the first step. If you haven't done that yet, you're not late. There's never, no time like the present. So, like, who cares? January 1 is here. Let's set them. I'm not a fan of resolutions, big fan of goals. And then try to formulate some kind of action plan, whether you invest in the power sheets or you use sheets like this or you create your own out of filler paper or you write them in your planner. Just make sure that you're actually actively working towards them. And I'm a big fan of the color coding system. So set a color to your goal and then use that color to track your daily activities. Well, I hope that this was beneficial for you. I'm going to continue every Wednesday to update you on how I'm using my power sheets and how the goal setting is going and working on getting those things into my planner. Next week, I will have my tending sheet done and I will have my planner more full with the colors to kind of show you and break down for you. Probably can potentially even do a planner with me to really break them down further. But I wanted to make sure as you're starting your new year and you have some sort of resource to say, hey, listen, this is the goal that I want in hand. And like I said before, there's not a power enough that I don't recommend these. I mean, just they're incredible. They're absolutely incredible. They take you through the prep work. They take you through in the springtime, just kind of like a revamp list, and they really keep you accountable for what it is that you're wanting to do. You have a goal refresh. Like it's just incredible. So, but if this is too much for you, do something. Don't let the fear of doing that not make you do anything. So do something. Get sheets like this, create sheets like this, really track them and do them. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I cannot wait to see you on Friday. I will be live again, probably around 9 p.m., sometime in that range. But yeah, make sure to join us. Mark it on your calendar. Can't wait to see you then. And I hope you're having a great start to your new year. I will check back in with y'all soon. Have a great day.